What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be talking about how to create your own trading journal and why that is one of the most important things you need to do in your trading. So real quick, we're inside of my Webull desktop 4.0 platform. Like always, links down below to get a free stock up to $1,600 in value and to get access to this for free in the pinned comment description box down below. But we're going to be talking about, we're actually going to be journaling one of the trades that I'm actually in the process of making. And so why I want to do this is I want to share with you guys my entire process of how I would start a journal entry, what types of things I'm doing, and how I'm doing this. So real quick, here is the stock I'm going to be journaling. So the actual ticker right here is VXX. And so this is essentially going to be modeling how the volatility, the amount of volatility that we have in the market. And so the idea behind this trade, when I'm journaling this trade, who knows what's going to happen in the coming days, right? But the idea behind this trade is I'm setting up for a longer term trade on this guy. But because I have initialized my position now, I want to journal it now, so I have a log of when that happened. So it's really not that hard, and the idea behind this trade is as we get into the November months, as we get into the election period, I'm anticipating a lot of volatility in the markets, and so this is one of those stocks that when we saw that massive drop off and we saw massive volatility when the virus initially came out and we saw the market drop, right? This is what we saw when that happened for this ticker, right? For VXX, it made a move from $13.38 to almost $80, and so that's a significant move, and so that's what I'm anticipating to a degree. We'll see what actually happens. I don't know, but we're starting to see some volatility as we had some drop-offs in the market the past couple of days. And so it's a good sign for me and for this type of idea. So what we're going to do, it's very, very simple. It's a simple Google Doc. It does not have to be very complicated, and here it is. Here is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. So what I have here is I have the month. Obviously, this is going to be the first thing I'm going to put here for September. I'm going to build this one out myself as I'm actually doing it. We have the ticker, so we pretty much already know that one. It's VXX. And then you guys can bold this. You can do whatever you want, colors, however you want to color scheme this to your liking. It does not matter. And of course, here I am long, so I'm going to be typing that in as I am long. Now I'm not short, so let me actually just change that real quick, get rid of the short, and then we are good to go. Position size. So this is one of those things that you can customize this. You don't have to put your exact size, but for right now, I'm in with a starter. And so for me, I know what a starter is for me. And so that's going to be different for you. For me, it's about 1/4 to 1/5 of a full position. And so if a full position for me right now is $1,500 based on my account size, risk management, things like that, right? So what does that put me at? Puts me at about $300. $400 is a starter position. And that's where I'm sitting at here with VXX for right now. That will change, and I will edit this, and I could edit this as time goes on, but for right now, that's what I'm doing. P&L we don't actually have. This is something I will actually save for later when I come back and I exit this guy fully. Make sure you come back and do that, because I'm going to put the P&L there eventually, and that's what I'm also going to be having for other notes. So origin, right, for this one, so what does this mean? Where did you find this play? Now, if you are part of like a chat room, if you're part of a group or something like that, maybe you can put, who called it out there. You can put, where you found it. Maybe you were just doing some DD, you were just looking around, you were finding some things. That's going to be up to you as to what you want to put for origin. This one was kind of something that I kind of came to, I guess, multiple different ways. So I'm not really sure what I'm putting for origin here right now, but I kind of thought of it. It made sense. I was talking to some people, and it kind of all fell in line. It wasn't like I found it from, hey, this guy told me, or this one place, called it out. So it's kind of a weird situation for this specific play for me, but that's what I would put there just so that you can see and you can know. All of a sudden you start to see, hey, I'm finding a lot of my plays are coming from this, or I'm finding a lot of these plays from me doing my own DD, or me finding them, on this scanner or on that scanner. That's perfectly where you want to put that, so you know what's working for you, and you can kind of review this at the end of the month, the week, whatever you want to do, and come back to see what's been working well. Next thing is going to be pattern. And so for me right here, I'm going to put an oversold idea here, oversold reversal type of patterns. This is what we're looking at. So we come back here. Yeah, we came up to nearly 80. We're kind of coming down, oversold, right? In my opinion, that's an oversold pattern to me. and now we're reversing. We're reversing out of this oversold pattern, potential volatility coming into the next few months. This is one of those where it's not as much technical as it is more fundamental. That's the idea behind this trade. So that's, the pattern, I guess, isn't a huge deal here. But again, this is one of those patterns I do like to see where we are kind of coming down, developing a support here, and now we're reversing out of this downtrend and making a new uptrend here, and that's what I want to see here going forward. And then this last section here is other notes. And so what I would do here is I'm going to put down my initial thoughts. And so I'm going to put down into election, right? I'm looking for volatility, right, into the election period. And so then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to come back as I either add to this position, right? Because I'm going to have a starter here. And then what I can do is I could then come in here and go, okay, starter, and then I'm in like maybe half, and then eventually maybe I go full, and then so that's how I can kind of document how the progression of this trade kind of goes. Just for me, I can come back to this guy. But then what I'll do is I'll say, okay, we, dip bought, whatever at this point, looking for a nice reversal. Or if I want to start range trading this one, like for example, right now we're seeing, and when I'm filming this video, it's actually Tuesday morning, so we're actually up off of where it just last closed. And so this is one of those where you certainly could play the range and just trade it off of that. And so yeah, that's one of those things that you could totally do yourself. And so that's what I could put those in the notes section as well. And so that's what I would put for the notes there. And if you guys have any other things you want to add, this is not like you have to use this setup, this layout. This is just what I'm using, and I like it. You can, of course, add as many different categories or columns as you would like, but it's something that I definitely think has certainly contributed to, the growth that I have had. And you can even add a sector. That's something that I may even do here as well. I may add a sector column, and that's very helpful, so that what I can do is I can have a sector that I can then all of a sudden, if I know that electric vehicles is heating up, or if I know that biopharmas are heating up, what do? I go into this form, right, and I'll literally just Command F, and I'll look and I'll find, biopharma, right? And that's one of those things that I can quickly search, boom, click enter, and I can have a list of all these in my sector, these biopharma stocks that I already traded, that I can go back to, find, look for entries, and do my own assessment at that point in time. And that's one of the biggest keys here of a trading journal. I've used it. It's been a tremendous help in my trading as of late, and I highly recommend you take a look at it and use it yourself. So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully this was a quick little tutorial, I guess, on how you can create your own swing trading journal or day trade. It could be anything, right? It's just for me, it's swing trading here. These are all my swing trades. If I'm going to day trade, I can have a separate journal for that. If you want to put it all in one, it's up to you. So whatever floats your boat, whatever makes sense. Hopefully that helps you guys out. And again, this is the free desktop platform from Webull. You're also going to get access to level 2 quotes by NASDAQ Total View. That is also a free edition for 3 months as you sign up, deposit $100, get your free stock up to $1,600 in value, and you'll be all set to go. I use this platform every single day. I'm swing trading here, so if you guys are not subscribed already, make sure you do so you don't miss my videos going over all the trades that I am making every single week here in this account. That being said, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.